It's Chris again. I just wanted to do a quick little video to update the channel and do a quick little review of the small block Ford Flotek 190 CNC ported heads. And there's their number in case y'all have any questions or want to purchase a set of heads. Do not hesitate to give Stephanie down there a call. She is very pleasant to deal with. Alright, so moving on to the head in question. This is for 289, 302, and 351 Windsors. This is the Flotek 190 CNC ported head. And like I said, it's for the Windsor Ford family. And one thing I want to touch on first and foremost, regardless on any head, regardless if they're CNC ported, hand ported, or as cast, and this is what makes or break a head, and it is the transition from the intake runner into the bow area and the short turn in the bow area. And I'm going to tell you what, they hit the nail on the head with this one. If you'll look right here at the intake runner and how it transitions into the bow area, that is really, really good work, guys. And right here, look at that short turn. I mean, that's just really, really good work. I am excited, to say the least, to be running these heads on this combination. And here's the exhaust short turn, the transition into the bow area, and the exhaust runner. I mean, really, really good work. I'm impressed. Also, these heads have been CNC ported in the combustion chambers. They are now 60 cc combustion chambers. And like I said, they look really, really good. So I'm glad that we got that. It is a fast burn chamber, which promotes a bit, promotes a little bit more horsepower also, just in the chamber design. So I'm glad they did that. Also want to point out the CNC work that's actually been done on these heads. The actual tool that does the CNC cutting is a very, very good tool, because the CNC lines here are very, very smooth. That actually will help with optimization in the fuel mixture. So every little thing helps in the power department. So everything that's been done to this head has a reason behind it, and like I said, I'm excited to be using this head for this combination. One thing I want to talk about that they did that really threw this head in the performance group is they shaved down the valve guide boss, and by them doing that, guys, it opened up a huge selection of valve spring options. You can put anything from a single spring with a damper on here to a double spring with a damper on here. So that means you can tailor this head to a naturally aspirated build, a turbocharger, a supercharger assisted motor, whatever, but the case may be. But now you can actually get the springs on there for a variety of different combinations, so that's a good thing. One thing they didn't change, and I'm glad they didn't, was the 11/32 valves that they use. And I'm a fan of the 11/32 valve stem size, especially with the RPM and the shear spring pressure and spring rates we're going to be using on this build. I do think the 11/32 holds a little bit more durability over the smaller valves that some people use, 7mm, 8mm valve stems. Like I said, I'm just a guy of the 11/32 stuff, so that's just me. So I'm glad that they left that there. Other than that, guys, if y'all got any comments or questions about the heads or want to see something close up, just let me know. And I want to give you a shot of the intake ports and show you just how good they are. I mean, that's really, really good work. And like I said, I'm more than happy to be running these on this combination. I think it's going to exceed our expectations. So yeah, guys, if you will, just subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up. And like I said, we are going to be dynoing this particular build. It's a 306 cubic inch, 13-to-1 compression. Well, it's going to be 12.75-to-1 compression ratio. And we're going to be looking to turn it in excess of 8,000 RPM and putting down some good power numbers. So the parts are coming in a little bit here and there. Right now, I'm waiting on some Harlan Sharp roller rockers for this setup. I went with a little bit more. I went with a 1.6 ratio rocker arm instead of the 1.5 I was going to use. We did get our spec clutch in, so I'm glad we got that. And I did a little porting to the, like I said, to the Parker Funnel Web intake, and it's turned out really, really nice. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I want a lot of volume on this intake, so we got it. Got the cross-sectional of the area of the intake right where we want it for this particular build. But guys, if y'all have any more questions or comments, just drop them below. I'll get to them and answer them as soon as I can. And guys, when y'all are out looking, cylinder head shopping for your small block Fords, do not overlook these Flotek heads. I'm telling you, I mean, the numbers are going to speak for themselves on the dyno, but just overall looking at heads and knowing what counts on heads, they've covered every little thing that makes a good cylinder head. So don't overlook these Flotek heads. And until next time, guys, y'all be safe.